So guys, tank's on and nipped up and bolted properly. That's great news. The fuel line goes from there to there, you see. That's what I meant by you can't really put an inline filter. It just wouldn't fit, guys. What you could possibly do is run this line to the other side and that side to here. Does that make sense, John? You could run a line to the other side, filter in the middle. I think that would restrict flow too much though. So little fuel line there to there on both sides, and then you chuck fuel in, and this bike we should hear. I didn't tell you Gary was here making a lot of noise in the background. Gary's made some new brackets for his clocks. You see, the last bracket we made went from here, it looked ugly and it just didn't work properly. These brackets are much better, and he's used light brackets back here, so you get that double flow look. Much better, I think, much better. Now they're a bit angled, a bit up, but look, you can see them. You can see them. So I'd want them a little bit like this. There you go. So we can look at kind of wedging underneath or something just to keep them like that. Something rubber there, I think, would do the job. And so ultra low emissions thing is booked in for this one. Now the plan is simple, guys. You whip out the air filter. You double up the air filter with the air filter I've got. Okay, so we're going to put A4 style air filter around whatever air filter's in there, and we're going to restrict the flow. That will make the bike more rich all over. It should pass on its first run. If that's what happens, it should pass on its first run. That should be 175 pounds, pass on its first run. And that's great for me to know, guys, because then we can start throwing, like restricting airflow in all of them and throwing them through the system. Because the truth is, you know, it's a pain in the arse not having the ultra low here in London. So guys, we came to our next kind of dilemma, right? So we're sitting here, we've done everything, we've cleaned the carbs, we've cleaned the tank, we're ready to get fuel, and we're thinking, hang on a minute, how do we run the fuel? So at first we thought this one goes to this carb and the one on the other side goes to this carb, yeah? Easy enough. And then we're like, hang on a minute, that doesn't make sense because this bike has a reserve somehow. Long story short, we've googled it, and you have to create a kind of H section. So these two pipes need to go to a T-piece in the middle here. So both pipes go to a T-piece. T-piece goes down. Two pipes come off that. So you're creating a H section where you then run the lines back either down and up or over and down. It makes more sense, it definitely does. You could run this system here straight down. The problem is, one of these sides, I believe, is a reserve. So when you got to the lower levels of your tank, one side of the carbs would stop working. So I was just saying to John, we've got maybe 10 minutes filming done today. And actually, we've been here 5 hours. You just don't get the full extent. And I don't call this a project. At the moment, this isn't a project, but this is a lovely day working on this bike. But there are some niggly bits that we need to work out, like the routing of the fuel. So we definitely have the idea. So there you go. So two of the fuel lines will come into that. So one there will come into that. That goes into the second one, which is, maybe John's got it, which would be kind of down here. And then two extra pieces come out to each carb. That way, if you're running on the left reserve or the right main, it goes through the system back down into the carbs. It does make sense. Yes, great. So that's what we're working on now, guys. Alright guys, after lots of kind of fiddling and messing around, looking at that now, John, I think that can be trimmed. Do you think? To make the arch smaller?
Yeah.
Because this T-piece, I think it can be trimmed. So guys, this bit is really kind of technical in a different kind of way. It's not like breaking down an engine. It's working out, it's with the space we've got, how we get the flow into the T-piece and then into the carbs, because they're all very close in level. It's from here to here. That's the stuff that's taking ages. You know, we're probably an hour and a half on this now, but I think we kind of have the idea now, and I believe we're doing the tougher carb first. I think we get more space here. Saying that, the intake here is on this side, but then actually it's cool. I think we're gonna have to run. No, actually it's designed like that. Look, it runs over through there, clamps and into the thingy. Right, so we've got that sorted. So we're doing the harder side. When that's done, the other side should be easier to kind of sort itself out. What's good with me and John is we don't fight. You don't get to the point, because it's frustrating at times, isn't it? But John just sucks on his pipe, his new age pipe, and gets on with it. Yeah, we can take a touch off that.
Bang on that, Charlie.
You're not on camera, so that just sounds weird now, eh? you could have had anything out there, John.
So I cut an inch of it.
Guys, point is here now that we're kind of working out when the carb's on. We've now got quite a big arch there. So what we need to do is cut a kind of a touch off, probably about here to start with, and just see how we flow. We don't want to cut too much off to the point where we end up with a kink. We don't want a kink, but yeah, we can get quite a lot off that one there.
Oh, I don't want to cross thread it, do I?
Oh, it shouldn't. Just be light, John.
I'm going to go the opposite way so I hear a click first. You know what I mean?
It needs to kind of come over like this a little bit, like that. Straighter, look. There you go. There you go, John, nice and gentle. Look, you know it's not cross. Go on, you do it for this one.
Yeah. Treat like a lady.
Oh, you're on camera there, man. Yeah. Don't worry about it. It's not a terrible saying. You could have said, treat it mean, keep it keen.
I feel like it's just Tony.
So guys, we have one carb completely set up and cleaned and ready to go. Of course we can't put any fuel in because at the moment it will spill up the other side. Round 2, John.
Right.
Alright guys, we're 20 past 5. We started at 11ish, maybe half past after we went to Halford's. So we're 5.5, 6 hours, and that's fine. There's no issue there with that. But we are at the stage where we can kick. That choke is on. Let's put this choke on so it's ready for its start. Our first rule, as always on this occasion, is to fill up with fuel, turn both taps on, I believe. No. The left tap turns on. The left tap is the main, the right tap's do a serve from what I've heard. And fill up the carbs and hope that there's no leaks. Now I don't think we're going to get any leaks from our fueling routing. If we're going to get any leaks, I feel like they're going to come from the carbs. It could come from the housing, or it could come from the overflow, which is here. But we've just cleaned it. We've just done all that. So at the moment, I just think it will be fine. That's my absolute hope. So we put the whole 5 litres in, and we start kicking. We give it a couple of minutes to make sure it's all sealed system. We don't want it leaking. And then we give it a couple of kicks. 49-year-old Triumph Bonneville, soon to be 50. Look guys, I signed up the front mud guard with mothers. Look at that. I can see myself, John. Sorry, I'm getting in the way. Put the head all the way in, John. Not just the tip. This bike's seeing fresh fuel for the first time in we don't know how long. Are we the first owners starting it since it's been in the UK, or has it been in the UK longer?
First one to start since it's been in America.
Since it's been in the UK?
Yeah.
What? So,
yeah.
Do we know how long ago it was imported?
2016.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, really? So it was imported, guys, and we don't know whether the Mikuni carbs were put on over there or over here. We know the last owners didn't start it at all, and they were Triumph enthusiasts.
They had a bad back, didn't they?
Yeah, but at the moment when we're putting the fuel in, the fuel switches are off. No, this one's on, John.
Yeah, no, I put it on.
Oh, good. So far, so good.
No fuel leaks from the tank. Well, fuel in.
So that's 5 litres, that's half a tank. There's no obvious leak at this stage. Wrong side. We did plumb it all in, didn't we, John? All the electrics are in.
Yeah.
Right, no obvious fuel leaks. You'd probably see them by now.
I'm not trying to start it, by the way, I'm just turning it over.
Turning it over, yeah. But the key's on, right?
No.
Oh.
Yeah, because I'm just going to free the clutch up.
Yeah. I think we can get some grease down here at some point. I'd say turn that key, John. Turn that key, mate. That could have been it. It could have fired.
Yeah, that's to be fired over the...
Turn that key, mate.
Choke?
They're both on. No, you've turned them off.
That's on?
No, that's on.
Okay.
Down is on.
Alright. Jesus Christ.
So you've got choke, you've got electric. Oh! I'm so excited. Please, come on.
Tough.
Yeah, it will be. It's tough watching as well. It's its first start in a long time. Ooh. Sounds better. Here, switch.
Here we go.
Oh, we're gonna hear it. Oh, we've lost.
Oh, clutch in.
Yeah, it's in, we've lost kick.
Take the clutch out.
Oh yeah, what was that? Should the clutch be in or not?
No. Not kicking, is it? Wow, that's amazing.
Stop, mate, stop. Take the throw. Yes, we've got both cylinders. Choke's now on. No, now you're on. Choke on this side. Choke off is up. off. The choke's now on. We want to let the oil... You can tell, John, look. Yeah, now that choke's off. Now choke's off. Flame. You'll have to turn them on both sides. And you get into this one. So guys, we've cleaned the spark plugs. That sounds better. Sounds better to me, John.
It does.
It sounds happier. It's very hard to get that,
It's very hard to adjust these cars.
to get them level, isn't it?
Yeah.
It likes a bit of throttle, John. Likes a bit of throttle. Oh, it likes it though. Watch, watch. Give it some throttle. Oh, was you?
Yeah.
Oh.
I'll just put the choke, yeah?
Yeah, you can try.
Unless I put the kill switch off.
Did you touch it?
I might have done.